see how these guys talk to women. And I'm a person, I think I'm at a point in my career now where I have checked a couple comics, where like a comic will bring up a female comic and be like, hey, next comic, she's a female, time to bring some lady energy up here, da 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 da. And I'll go up afterwards because maybe I'm headlining this, like, I know this is actually happening, I headlined this particular show, and I was like, why you didn't bring me up as a male comic? Like, why you gotta let the world know that she's a female? Why is she not a comic anymore? Or if someone like, oh, you might have seen he's the black guy in the show tonight. It's like people like to divide, and that's how we stay divided even longer, by putting titles and stuff on us as comedians, or as what our genders are, or how we associate ourselves.
When a female comedian gets on stage, especially at an open mic, there's going to be a certain amount of guys at the mic that are like, ugh, before you even say anything. Work on being unique, work on understand that when you're at an open mic as a woman, and sometimes women will complain about like, oh, I can't get a date, I can't get laid in a room full of incels. You know, read the room. Those guys, they'll get irritated. I'll hear these male comedians that just get so in their feelings if a cute girl is like, oh, I'm having the hardest time on Tinder, and they're like, I would date you, but you wouldn't let me, you know? So I try to tell women, like, be aware of that, and don't take it too seriously when someone tells you, like, hey, just a piece of advice, don't talk about being a woman too much, don't talk about being black too much, not too much gay stuff, like that, you know. No one ever says to Jim Gaffigan, hey, no more straight material. You talk about your family too much and your wife and your kids. It's pushing, you know. It doesn't happen to him. It only happens to marginalized groups, and we don't really want to listen to what life is like for them, because deep down in your heart, you know life isn't great for them and you don't care.
Obviously, it's harder for a woman comic in this town because obviously there's just less spots. I mean, no one will tell you, but you gotta look at lineups and you see, okay, 5 dudes, 1 chick. 5 dudes, 1 chick. That's how it works. And then I just called them chicks. So there you go. See, I'm part of the damn problem. 45-year-old man, part of the problem. See, there you go. That's the problem.
I can still go to 2 or 3 of the mics I go to a week. I'll be the only woman there. Even now. And I'll go to like 10 a week. At least 3, I'll be the only woman. It's so odd. It's like, would women not have something to say? But it is unfortunate. It is still sexist. And you can see, you walk into the Comedy Store, even the Improv sometimes, and you can just see some of the other male comics look at you like they would rather you burn in hell. Like they don't want you there. They really don't. They really don't. And you know what I find fascinating is that most people that go see comedy shows are women. The women, there's mostly women in the audience. They drag their boyfriends or their husbands. But there are mostly women in the audience.